Well, what's good? It's your girl, the Tru Lady. You already know what time it is for the CTT Insider. I'm sitting down with my boy, Deezy, man. What's good?
What's happening?
Man, first off, Deezy is always working. Deezy is always in grind mode. And he definitely has new music, but we want to kind of start from the beginning with him. You know, we want you to give the inside tea of who you are, your life, and things of that nature. So I got some questions set up for you.
Let's get it. I'm down.
All right, man. So let me know where Deezy2Exclusive came from, where the name generated from, and why is it important to you?
Honestly, I don't know. The Deezy came from just growing up, I guess. You know, you always had your childhood nicknames and shit like that. Mm-hmm. But the two exclusive, that came from, I guess, high school generations. I would always be the flyest cat in school and shit like that. And it was always my partner saying that, right? Yeah. And then later on in life, like, we find out, like, everything that we doing is well structured and well thought out and well planned. Mm-hmm. So everything was kind of exclusive. So it just made sense to goddamn. He honestly, he put it forth. He was like, man, these are two exclusive. That's who you organically is. And I'm thinking about it, it's like a hip hop name. I didn't necessarily want a hip hop name. You know, my first round, it was my actual government name. And they was like, nah, these are two exclusive.
Right.
Who you are.
And that's what you sticking with. It stuck.
Yeah, it stuck. I didn't choose it. They chose it. They chose it.
That's usually the best thing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Let it feel itself.
That means people who relate to it, they connect to it,
right?
And it's up to you to build that brand.
Correct.
So people can gravitate towards it. And I really think that's what you're doing right now. You know, building that brand and making people gravitate toward it. But you talked about Deezy was a childhood name. But tell me about your upbringing as a child, and also how does that influence your music now? Right.
My upbringing was mad cool. You know, we stayed on the north side, all mill quarters. Mm-hmm. But mostly women. My mother was a single mother. Yeah. I had my father in my life. No taking away from anything we was doing, but it was mostly my mom. She worked several jobs to, get us where we got to get. Also, aunties and grandmothers and shit like that. But it was cool, man. I take nothing from it. I always had what I wanted. I wasn't, necessarily, spoiled or anything like that. But, if something came down, we needed it, we got it. And then it just ventured off. The reason I jumped into music was because of the women in my life. Right. I was back then, just trying to find my way, other cousins and, grown people, they rapping. So I'm like, man, what they doing, this, that, and the third. So meanwhile, I'm trying to, I was never a talkative person. I was never to come up and tell you, hey, I do this. Yeah. They just always fell in the lap of me. So,
You were never talkative?
Never talkative. I say that, but I was never the one to come up and tell you, hey, I want this. Okay. I want this. You know what I'm saying? So, and it came from me just in the back seat, goddamn, peeping them out. Okay, I'm going to write my little rhymes. And then as soon as they say, you got something, okay, bet I'm going to come out with that. But as far as upbringing, it was lovely. I was always the cool cat. We was in the hood, but we was never the, they see some politicking going on. Hey, y'all step aside. We was always them cats. So we always stay clear vision. We hopped into stupid shit later on, but there was always a clear vision. We always knew what we wanted. We always wanted to make something. And our stamp was to get our mama out of the situations we was in.
So, what you're saying, you being raised, by women, how does that treating women outside of your family, and how do you, connect that to yourself?
It was difficult.
Yeah.
It was difficult.
Really?
I say that because of what I seen on the outside, my outside vision. Now my inside, I already knew what to do. I knew how to charm you. I knew how to, say the right things. Yeah. That was easy for me. Mm-hmm. But then I see on the outside, and what we was taught, I guess. Yeah. Bitch, hoe, those terminology. But once you really dive into, what you came up from, what you live, you start to take,
Facts.
Yeah.
It creates a foundation for you.
It creates a great foundation, and then you learn to be more protective as well, a little more sensitive to most of the shit you didn't care about. So
and that's true too. And then you have a daughter.
I have a daughter. So that really made it a little more sensitive than what I was. So But.
So of course people around you influence you to rap, but tell me, what intrigued you? Like, what made you get into this rap life? What was your first bar? You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna put it back like this. This how long I've been rapping. You remember 106 and Park, AJ and Free?
Yes.
I remember my line. I said, Akon was popping at that time. Akon got that Locked Up song. Yes. That's the first beat I spit over.
Oh, wow.
I spit over that. Akon Locked Up. My partners, we was in Houston. We was in Houston, actually. And my kin folks and them, they was, spitting, coming up with great lines and bars and stuff. I remember my cousin, he said, got a bitch bouncing on my dick like a pogo stick. I'm like, we thinking this is the craziest, hardest bars ever. So I'm like, man, I'm tapping in. Homie handed me an envelope.
Right.
He handed me a bag of an envelope. He said, man, fill it up. And I filled it up, and I remember one of my bars that stuck that everybody blew out to. I was like, you gonna see me on TV with AJ and Free, and everybody like, oh, little nigga got it, Simple bars, but it just it struck, and from that day forward, I'm like, okay, this something.
This what you want to do.
This something I want to do. This something I want to partake in.
One thing that I admire about you is you say that you record every day.
Record every day.
You write every day too?
Yeah. Yeah, that if I'm not necessarily recording, I try to record every day.
Yeah.
If it's a hook, if it's a ad lib or some shit like that. But if I'm not recording, I'm writing.
All right. So what is your ultimate goal, with your music?
Music is me. So my ultimate goal for me is to put other people in position. And when I say put other people in position, it's not necessarily push you forward, but whatever I can contribute to what you got going on.
Yeah.
That's always been me, first and foremost. So with this music, I just want to make sure that everybody around me is stable. I said it on one of my tracks, everybody politicking, doing what they got to do to make what they got to do.
Thanks.
So.
Bruh, so with you putting people in position, you definitely have F&M.
Yeah.
And you got a roster.
Yes. Yes.
How did that even come about? How did you even choose these people to be a part? Because it's not even just a label; it's a family thing.
It's a family. So, more than anything. F&M is honestly a partnership. Anybody that come into contact with me or Double A, we are co-founders. It's honestly just you have your own thing going. You got your own campaign going, and we have something that we got context, we got distribution, we have artist development if you want. We just have a bunch of things that we can feel like we can put into your career that can shoot you better than what you are,
right.
Or just improve on what you're trying to do. And honestly, it really just came about just because, the things I was doing for me.
Right.
It started generating around Baptized album. We started linking up with Highly 2 Times, Coda Hill, Ben 318, Lil Groove, and we just seen how they artists, they was grinding. They was grinding, but I don't think they understood what they was grinding for.
Yeah.
So we just kind of showed them a different route. Hey, you can start doing some shows, man. You can go to another state and really get some context out that way, and
right.
show them, it's a better way than.
Definitely, because I tell people all the time, if you don't leave your city to not leave as far as move wise, but leave to network, branch out, make connections on your own, it's not really going to do anything.
You can stamp in your city, stamp in your city, but it's very difficult. It's very difficult.
It is. But once you leave, because I even noticed that for my own self, like me just going and doing different events and places, I've definitely connected with so many
just off the love.
Right.
And people love that you're from where you're from. That's what we don't understand. We don't understand that we're Louisiana natives. Thanks. And we need to captivate over all of that, because when I go to, Atlanta or to Houston or some shit like that, they looking at me, where you from, big homie? Because you don't sound like you from around here, which I don't even notice my accent or anything. I'm talking regular.
You would never.
I'm talking regular.
But people will peep it. They
like, peep it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and then they would embrace you. This my Louisiana homie.
Yeah.
We linked in or whatever like that, and it's all off of that. There's no money involved. There's no goddamn capping or nothing like that. Nah, they going with you just because of where you from. If you don't know, man, Louisiana is a big statement to United States. Louisiana Purchase, the Cajun food, the people, the organic people are not this nice in other cities and shit like that. We just organically have hospitality.
Exactly. So, we have a huge influence on a lot of the culture, and I don't think we ourselves in Louisiana understand it.
We don't know that.
But you'll know it when you step foot.
You gotta step out. You have to.
I was going through my phone and I was like really like seeing people, because we were playing a Culture Fest, and I was like, damn.
Context.
I'm like, damn, what?
Context. Seriously. You have to step away to realize that as well. To all my artists, step away. Come back, step away though.
Right.
Step away.
Right, networking. And politicking.
Yes, sir.
So, with all that, because you've moved away from here, and you're in Houston.
I'm in Houston now.
So, how are you networking and politicking out there?
In Houston, man, it's honestly, I'm gonna tell you why I moved down there. I honestly wanted to see what they was doing that we wasn't doing, because we have everything. I feel we have everything that we need down here. We not capitalizing off it. And I see down there it's a way bigger market, and it's way a lot of money, more money being transferred over there. And it's not just because of they have the talent, they have the buildings, they have the funds, they have all this. No, they just taking business. They whatever they say they gonna do, they're gonna capitalize off it. They're gonna stamp that shit, and they're gonna make sure that they're getting paid off of that.
Right.
Now on the other end, they have a bigger area, so they have way more clubs and this, that, and the third. But in the same sense, we have the same shit down here. We just got to capitalize off it. All this, running back and forth. We handshaking and all that. Let's get this on paperwork.
Yeah.
Let's make this solidified. Let's make sure that everything is,
exactly.
on paperwork, so we can take this, to a next level. I can't work with you and you don't show me love from the get go. Mm-hmm. After that, we can organically do something. We don't have to worry about money and nothing like that.
Right.
But from the get go, you have to do it by paper. You have to do paperwork on it.
Yeah.
And that's all they're doing in Houston. They just making sure that the business is clear before they take care of any other thing.
Exactly.
That's it.
So what are your ultimate plans for Houston?
My ultimate plans for Houston: come back home, bring what they got, bring it here,
home.
Bring it here.
Yeah, man. And see, that's the thing about a lot of people, even in my age, they leave here, don't want to come back.
Yeah.
I think like you said, you leave, you learn something,
and bring it back to the city,
and create a path for the city to go to where you went to.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel that it's like, okay, I don't want to say self-esteem problems or anything like that, but like you feel that you're better than what you came from. And I honestly had to battle with that as well. When I moved to Houston, everybody coming back, hey man, what you brand new or something like that. It's not even on that tip. It's more of me just trying to expand, man. It's more of me trying to, make something more than what I thought I was.
Leveling up.
But you also have to bring it back. You also have to humble yourself. Nipsey Hussle said it best, never let a hard time humble us. Mm-hmm. So within saying that, you have to goddamn break out of your shell. You have to fail. You have to go through a 0 to get to your ultimate 100.
Facts.
You have to.
Facts.
You have to.
So who did you idolize growing up, and who influenced you with your raps?
In music?
Yeah.
In music? Shit. That's a good question. I don't know. 50 Cent. 50 Cent. I'm just throwing off the rip. Man, honestly, if I say idolizing, it had to be like pastors or some shit like that.
Okay, yeah.
It had to be like honestly, man, I still to this day still look up TD Jakes Ministries. Mm-hmm. It's a new guy in Houston. I forgot his name. The bald head guy.
I'm thinking about
John Gray.
John Gray.
He's immaculate. I seen him live.
Even despite all
that, we humans.
I feel you.
We humans.
You're right.
We humans.
You're right.
But if you hear his testimony, if you hear him what he speaks, he has a something on YouTube right now. It's called Trap House.
Yeah.
It's defined, and it broke it down so sweet because we come from this nature.
Right.
We come from this, nickel and diamond and things that we held down by. Mm-hmm. Why do we smoke weed on the daily? Why do we drink lean? Why do we pop pills and all that? It's to get past all the shit that we seeing on a day-to-day basis. And when he breaks it down, it's a whole different script. Yes. Because you understanding, hey, I'm not perfect. I'm gonna make fails. I'm gonna fuck up just in the career way. We gonna have to go through 0 to get to 100, and we might be at 88 already, but we have to go back to 0 because the only way we succeed is if we climb. It's a steady climb. At 88, it's not good enough. So you have to fall. You have to break it back a little bit more to get to your full potential.
Right.
That's all they saying, and that's really what influenced me. That's why my rhymes is the way they are. It's never coming off like I got the baddest bras, I got the diamonds, I got all that. Now I'm gonna tell you I got that, but what I had to do to get that shit.
Right. What I noticed in your raps, you're telling your story.
Yes, ma'am.
Your genuine story. What you see on a day to day.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
I definitely want people, who watching this or, listening to this to take heed to that because you genuinely have to be you.
You have to. And that's the only way you're going to make it. If you're trying to be something else, it's not going to happen. The only way you can capitalize off of you is you being you. You have to find the authentic you and stand on what you stand on.
Facts.
Stand on it. Stand on it. Find out.
So I know we have new music, but let's talk about Baptized for a minute. What did that open up for you?
A lot. It did wonders for the team. I could say that's where F&M really started from. Mm-hmm. Baptized honestly was me transitioning over from my past music. My past music was, very intimate, very, very explosive. But on this go around, I wanted to it was a lot of transitions. You know, I was having a baby at that time. I was, you know, with my old lady. You know, we was getting engaged, and you know, a lot of transformation, moving. You know, doing a lot of things, and from that transition, I feel like I was in a box. And when you're in a box, you're a rat. You know, you plan on just getting out, escaping, and things like that.
And if you don't escape, you kind of get stuck to it.
Yeah, you get stuck in it.
It's drive you crazy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So when baptized came around, it was just me, you know, exploding and letting out, you know, what I had inside of me. You know, we dropped singles like Tulia and Scriptures and you know, Whoa and things like that. It was, and if you listen to those lyrics, it wasn't a too friendly. It wasn't the necessary things, but the album was titled Baptized for a reason, because I'm washing away what this is. It's something new. It's something new coming about. So now we have harvest. Harvest is the reaping. It's the upbringing. It's the change. Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I've definitely heard some tracks from Harvest. I'm vibing with them.
What you think?
Hey, yeah, I'm rocking with it. I'm rocking with it. And,
appreciate it.
And that's something that needs to be, you know, put on a whole nother level.
Yes, ma'am.
You know what I'm saying?
Ma'am.
So
we're gonna try to take it there as well.
I know. I heard one of your goals was to become on Billboard.
Billboards.
How do you think you can achieve
just
that?
to match them numbers? Honestly, Billboards is all a suggestion. Is all, you know. It's everything tallying up and all that. But I say Billboards to charge what they.
Yeah.
I want them numbers. I want to come in and, you know, say that I'm top 10 Billboards, and you know, I demand this. It's all about demanding.
Facts.
It's all about demanding.
Facts.
I want
That's me?
no, that's me. Excuse me. I'm sorry about that. It's all about, you know, demanding what you want, because okay, just as simple as the F&M merch, you know, I can give it away or I can charge it at a certain price or something like that, but I want to demand a price for it, so you know this is what it's worth. We have to set our worth, and that's one thing I want to, you know, kind of tell my artists as well. Don't be afraid to, you know, set your point, set your goal, because they're gonna have to pay for you. It's a simple product. It's a simple product. Just me speaking on this microphone is natural to me, but it's worth something. Exactly. You have to set your worth, and you have to capitalize off of what are you doing. So whatever you're doing, set your mark. Set your mark. I write down every day my goals and my plans, but I also put a number on top of that. This is what I want for this. You know, I can tell you, I can give you the game. The game is to be sold, not told.
Right.
I have to charge you for it.
And I feel like a lot of people are afraid to charge.
They are.
Because, such and such is not going to like me.
Yeah.
Such and such is not going to pay for it. Well, such and such don't believe in you.
Exactly.
So that's what you're worth. You know it. Stick to it.
Yes, ma'am.
And don't back down.
Don't back down. And because them labels are going to tear your ass to pieces. They're going to give you a 360. Right. They're going to try to get all your rights from you. They're going to get all your residuals.
Right.
What you want in the gate is you want is a partnership.
Yep.
That's what we're looking for. We're not necessarily even looking for a partnership. We're looking for some, you know, promotion, if anything, because I feel that we have everything we need generating on this end.
You just want distribution on a whole nother level.
A whole nother level. That's it. You know. Hey, 80-20.
And that's really where the game is going right now.
Ma'am.
But the music business, they're really not liking it. The major labels,
they're not making any money off it no more. No, I won't say they're not making any money. I want to say that they're not getting this. They not
getting the full bag.
No, they're not controlling us.
Yes.
They're not controlling us. They're not controlling us. That's the only thing that they're upset about. They still making their money. Don't never. If they're not making their money, they got people in office to learn how to make more money. They'll get a gang of more artists to make the same residuals that they was making at that point. It's just they're not controlling us. We cannot let them control us, especially as black men.
Right.
Especially as black entrepreneurs and black entertainers. We cannot let them control us, because we've seen what happened with these artists later on in life. We have Michael Jackson, we have Prince, but we also have Isley Brothers. I don't want to put any bad names or anything like that, but you seen the route that they took, where they don't have any back end for their longer life.
Yes, a lot. And it will shock you that a lot of these older artists, you would think getting the money, they really
not. They really not.
Really
and it's sad, because they putting out the shit that we lived off of, that raised us and that we respect, and they're not getting they just do off of what they do. But we're paying them. No, we paying the corporates.
Exactly.
We paying the entertainment industry.
So with you saying your goal is to get on the Billboard charts, what do you think about what happened to Lil Nas X with the old time road? Like, what do you think about that whole situation?
I'm cool with it. I like it. I like any person that's pursuing what they, even if it was a joke. You're taking care of what you got to take care of. Your family is set. You're doing what you got to do. Now I see a couple people hating. I understand your point of view, but at the end of the day, he's providing.
Right. I think was Davies.
Yeah, he said something like that. That's cool. That's cool.
And I think, to be honest,
it's not even hip hop.
It wasn't supposed to be hip hop.
It wasn't. He was playing
country.
He was playing.
He wanted country.
But what I'm worried about on that is that beat leasing on there. It's on radios. It's on that. It's just me speaking freely. Yeah. Did he take care of his business on that? Because I know he was playing on that.
You're right.
You made a big buzz off of that. Let's get the paperwork cleared on that.
I hope so.
Just my speaking out loud.
But see, and that's a great thing because a lot of artists, even now, still don't do that.
Yes, ma'am.
Like, they'll hop on YouTube
yeah,
and get a beat that got 10 million views.
And throw it out there.
You can't do that.
Buy it. Buy it. Put your money down.
You're not going to generate money.
You're not because they're going to get a half, and whatever paperwork you signed, they're going to get half, and you're left with nothing.
Right.
Yeah, left for nothing.
And that is important.
Yes, ma'am.
It's key. And a lot of artists don't take that into, you know what I'm saying, consideration. They just thinking like, man, I found this beat on YouTube, and I'm finna, bruh, it's 10 million views on here. You see people in the comments asking because they already
recorded over. Yes. They already did the same process you did, and they're trying to further their process.
Yeah.
You gotta take care of the paperwork. Paperwork is first.
Right.
Paperwork is first.
One of my visions for the city, to be honest, is for like artists to take one of our producers who make beats and make a hot song off of it.
Yes, sir.
And then a local videographer, make a hot ass video, and then that goes forth, and then you use your local media to help build your presence, and then you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It puts everybody on.
We plan on doing that.
It puts everybody on.
And honestly, we have to be an example for that. You know, we marginalize. We only know what certain things that we taught.
Right.
So in order to do that, I advise all my people that's in the game that's already 10 years ahead, go and spread that wisdom down to our young generation. I didn't know. I had to bump my head.
Yeah.
Let's go and be an example. Let's put it out there. Let's put that information out there because we don't know. Exactly. We don't know. It's still things that I don't know. We need to be, as far as, the older crowd, we have to put that wisdom down to our younger generation, our younger entrepreneurs. Even if it's 1-2 year gap, give them that information. That's what F&M is about, giving off information. We have group chats. We talk about these things, what needs to be done to capitalize and really bring it back to the city, because the city got everything we need.
Facts.
Let's take it to another level.
I've been saying it.
Let's take it to another level.
So anyway, man, what motivates Deezy?
Money. I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna say that for one reason only. I feel that my life is filled with a lot of baffled shit, a lot of controversy, a lot of shit that I just put in my life as a younger age or some shit like that. But money seems like it's the only path to godliness, if I can say, without getting that confused. I'm a Christian man. I'm a righteous man as well. But outside of money, I feel that's my default. I feel that every time I don't chase the bag, I fall into some creep. So I use the money, power, fame, all that shit to my advantage. I don't necessarily use it for me just buying whips and spending it on females and nothing like that.
Yeah.
Nah. Let me get the money. I don't do nothing with my money. My family take care of my money. I don't buy shit. But if I go chase the bag, I won't interfere with anything else.
You won't fall off.
I won't fall off. I'm always on point. I'm always on point.
You won't get off your path.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I see how you could connect it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel you.
And it's still a godly race. I still, because anytime I'm making money, before this interview, you pray before you do anything. You pray before you, So my number one mission is to, be heaven sent, to be, to be a God-like image. But on top of all that, under that, I feel that I should, go in a straight path. And the only way a straight path is you chase that chick. You chase what they giving you. You take what you got and make it a lot.
Man, so with that being said, what is some of your fears in this industry that may take you off that path?
Exactly. Yeah. Not being listened to, not having a voice to speak. Not having a voice to speak. That's my number one downfall. If I ever, don't even want to curse that, but if it ever comes about not being able to speak, not even, telling my family, telling my, my team, hey, we can do this, they stop listening to me, or the industry, or the music, or the radio, anything like that, not listen to me. My voice is my everything.
Yeah.
I have to speak, I have to preach it, I have to let you know, hey, this is my files, this is where I came up at, and it's all instruction. It's all to tell you, hey, I made these mistakes. I want you to learn from me so you don't have the same mistakes. That's my fear.
So, I know you moved away to Houston, but what did Alexandria do for Deezy?
Stamp me. They showed me the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Mm-hmm.
They made me who I am. I wouldn't be who I am if it wasn't for Alexandria. Alexandria is one of the beautiful, ugliest cities you'll ever come into, because they will show you the good. They will show you the good, but it also comes with that rugged, we raw.
Right.
We raw as they come. We rare form. We walk outside with nothing in the cold air. We raw, but we loving people. We love unconditionally. And that's what I noticed when going into Houston. Me, I'm gonna come up to you, hey, how you doing? How your day was? They don't do that out there.
Yeah, no, they don't.
We're so Southern hospitality and things like that, but it made me who I am because it made me raw. It made me raw. It made me still love, but it made me keep my eye open towards fuck shit, I should say.
Right. For real.
For real.
Man, this is the hardest place to even make it.
It's period.
But if you can make it in Alexandria,
you can make it anywhere.
Oh my mama.
You can make it anywhere.
Anywhere.
My first job growing up was a bricklayer, right? 12 years old laying bricks before I go to school, correct?
Yeah.
That was my hardest job. And they told me when I was out there, they said, if you can make it through this, you can make it through anything else.
Thanks.
Once in all them other jobs, they complained and my first job was laying bricks. This is nothing to me. So I say the same thing for Alexandria. If we can make it through this, everything else is a piece of cake. It's still hard work. It's still hard work. But if you can make it through Alexandria, shit, you got it.
All right, so harvest is coming. But explain the recording process when putting this project together.
I don't know. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. Most of my camp, they know when I get in the studio, I don't like play. I don't like chill time. I don't like that. I like to knock it out because it's for me. I have a zone, and once I tap in that zone, and once I tap out of it, it's over. You might as well shut down the day. Right. When we in that zone, let's go and knock them out. Whatever vibe you feeling with, sometimes I record, sometimes I write, sometimes I will go freelance, just freestyle or some shit like that. But it's a vibe. It's whatever I'm feeling for that day. And in Harvest, we took a little more time with it. I know you see.
Yes.
Yeah, because we've been prolonging for the longest, but but it's just just trying to make that best work, and that's I advise that to any entrepreneur. Always make your best work for your next work.
And I tell people too, like, this stuff don't happen overnight.
It don't.
Like, artists get in the studio, boom, and then want to put it out. Nah. Man, it's a process.
Structure.
It's a process. Like, Beyonce just dropped her documentary, and she took 8 months.
Exactly.
For a 2-hour experience.
Yeah.
8 months to put that together. So what makes you think you finna go in there in 2 days then put the single up?
But see, that's what they don't see. They see that she dropped an album. They see that she dropped some on Netflix.
Right.
They think that it just said, okay, she got it like that. She got it like that.
Stuff take time.
It take time planning out.
Planning
out, structure.
Be patient.
Yes, ma'am.
I be seeing IG online with these dudes.
No bullshit.
Like, take your time.
No bullshit. He's serious. Right. And he got that from me because. But we all go through it. We all go through it. We see it, so we want it. That's all goddamn human nature. But on top of all that, we just we gotta structure ourselves because we'll run ourselves in the ground if we don't.
Right.
We'll put out all this work and nothing be heard. Let's really structure and plan it out.
I had a interview with a Baton Rouge artist, and what he said stuck with me. He was like, your career is like cooking a pot of beans.
Yes.
Beans take all goddamn day.
No bullshit. You gotta soak them. You gotta make sure they gotta come out.
Right. You can't put this in the microwave.
You can't.
You cannot.
It's not instant oatmeal.
Yeah. You cannot. And see, all people see is the finished product.
That's it.
They don't see the grind. See their work. They don't see the everything that you do. Exactly. They think it's just like, oh, bang, that happened overnight.
No.
And
if it did happen overnight, that night was long than a motherfucker. That night was long.
Oh, thanks.
Real talk.
So let's talk about a few of the tracks that's gonna be featured on Harvest.
Okay.
We just said here, Mold Me. Yeah.
Featuring J Will Special.
Yes.
I shouldn't have gave that feature out, but I'm gonna give it to you. It's an exclusive. Man, that was a good day too. It was hectic. just speaking on topics that I was going through, and I wouldn't even just say in my relationship, just what I see and looking out.
Right.
What as men we don't know. We don't know. We quick to doers. We doers and women are thinkers, I should say, if I can say. Mm-hmm. And what we want from women is, man, if you want this, mold me into that.
Yeah.
If you want me to do a certain thing, tell me what you want. Don't look for me and just, you supposed to know how to do this. No, mold me into what you want. We fuck up on a daily, but don't think y'all ain't crazy as well. honestly,
comment.
y'all can point the finger, y'all can do that, but in the same sense, we're both human nature, we both fuck up. And at the same time, let me know what you want. Hopefully I can get that fulfilled, but at the same time, I don't know if you don't tell me. You gotta structure me, you gotta mold me, because I'm raw form. You hear a lot of men say, I ain't shit coming in. Okay, that's cool, but in the same sense, structure that to make it something.
Facts.
Structure that, and it's on the woman. Men ain't gonna do nothing they ain't told to do.
This is true too. That's why communication is very important.
It's very important. Talk it over with your partner.
All right. So what's the day for harvest?
Kim, you ask me this every time.
I do. I don't. I'm going to.
Look at AA. He like.
I'm going to.
Soon.
Oh, okay.
Soon. I ain't putting out no more goddamn months, years, nothing like that. Soon.
You already know I'm gonna ask that question, bro.
Soon.
All right, man. I definitely enjoyed this. And this again, CTT Insider. We get the inside of Deezy.
Yes, ma'am.
The inside of Harvest, the inside of his work. But how can everyone make sure they follow you online and make sure they be prepared for when Harvest drops?
You can follow me on IG, Twitter, Facebook at Deezy2Exclusive. You can also get the projects on Apple Music, Spotify, iTunes, Tidal. Just search Deezy2Exclusive, and you can also check later past projects on SoundCloud. What it is? What's that? That Piff, and what else is that? Audio Mac. Okay. You can get the later past projects as well. And we also have baptized all that shit on those sites as well. But make sure that you go stream that on Apple Music and iTunes and Sound. What's that shit called? No, what's the shit that you listen to? Tidal and Spotify.
Spotify.
I need to learn these goddamn things. I need to have these.
Key.
Yeah, they definitely key. They pay us.
Yes, they pay. Yes,
yes, ma'am.
It's key. How can they find the merch?
The merch, you can actually DM us right now. We are currently working on a website, so y'all don't have to talk to us any goddamn more. I know y'all get frustrated, but we about to get it online, so y'all can direct get your content. You can get your merch. We got F&M hoodies on sale right now. AA merch. K Hill apparel is on the way as well. He's coming out with a whole nother line. Okay. Crazy. We'll get you some of that as well. But F&M, we still got the baptized tee. They on sale. We limited pack on the baptized, but we also coming out with more merch. Just wait on it. It's coming with it. Harvest season. Just wait on it.
It's coming, man. Of course, it's your girl Tru Lady, and we out.